I chose the Masters in Environmental Impact Assessment out of the 8 courses I was going to choose from, because when I looked at the course modules in the course, I thought it would really answer the questions I've always wanted to be answered in a way that would help me transform the challenges I've seen back home. First and foremost, growing up in a place that would always have flooding constantly. You know, in Uganda there is a place called Bwaise. This place, whenever it rains, even if it's a list of rains, you always have places being flooded. And I thought it was more about the way planning is done. We have houses and roads and other types of infrastructure being put in places that are not supposed in places that are not supposed to be put in. And I think in a way that would create a negative effect, and that's why we see constant flooding. So with these masters, I've been able to get some of those skills. Manchester, coming here, being it was really my first time being out of Africa. Well, I'd been traveling a bit in Africa because we have operations there. But being sure this is my first time, there was a lot to expect. People had talked about the weather. I remember my mom telling me to always put on about 6 sweaters because it's very cold here. When I came, well, it was cold, but not as cold as, needing 6 sweaters. So the weather was quite a shock. But then when it came to the rains, that is something I didn't expect. Yeah, raining every day, you have to move an umbrella. That was a very big shock. Generally, the city, I thought it's going to be generally white people, which is a good thing. But when I came to the city of Manchester, I felt it was an international city. And from what I've been able to study, this is what it has been built upon. People from different parts of the world all contributing towards a greater goal of having a greater and better Manchester. So in a way, I was away from home, but feeling at home. So that was my impression of Manchester as a city. I definitely would recommend the University of Manchester, not just because it's a highly ranked university, but because they practice what they preach. They've always preached about equality, they've always preached about being outgoing, being supportive, and they exactly do that. It's not about the marketing strategies. I felt like I was getting all that I really hoped to get, and actually much more than I really hoped to get. Yeah, so from the teachers, the lecturers, the academic staff, really, to the support staff, to literally everybody. The student network is very massive. I like being the student union. I get to be into so many associations. I'm very sure